I'm confused. If someone in chat can explain to me what just happened here, do let me know. Because I'm confused. I mean, well played to Brandenburg. That was one hell of a play right there, but how? Bohemia's an elector. Cologne's an elector. Mainz is an elector. Palatin's an elector. And Trier's an elector. So did he just ally with all the electors and then... Okay, I'm confused. How did he do that? Florence is calling you into aid against the Papal States. Wait, what? Oh, right. Calling Venice in against the Pope. Because Florence has an alliance with Venice, apparently. But Venice is going to be very busy fighting against the Iberian powers here in the south. Occupy the capital of every elector or be allied to the electors. And an elector is an ally, they count as occupied. Okay. Well, I guess Brandenburg's just made himself an enemy of the entirety of the HRE, which I'm not sure is actually a wise idea. For one goal, this early in the game, I have a feeling Brandenburg's not going to be long for this life, because basically everyone that he just screwed has a HRE objective. At least one HRE objective. Let's see. In fact, I shouldn't be alt-tabbing. I should be just looking at my spreadsheet here. So, Burgundy... Sorry, Austria have 1, 2, 3. Bohemia have 1, 2, 3. Brandenburg has just the one, which is done. Burgundy is not one of them. Cologne has 1, 2, 3. Yeah, basically the entirety of the HRE has just been screwed by that. I'm going to have to rewrite those goals, I think. Because those players can now not know. They can't win. They just can't win. I'm pissed off about the League War. I was really looking forward to the League War. Oh well, never mind. So, France currently fighting against the Genoese and the Pope here. Genoa has got a couple of troops coming in to occupy them. Genoa currently just fighting against Florence. So the Papal States did manage to get Genoa on their side. How's France doing through all this? France is now losing more territory in the north. Various peace offers being offered by the Pope. Pope probably just wanting white peace, I'm going to guess. They are indeed. Completely lost. My brain is rapidly thinking, like, how can I replace those goals? They were kind of integral to a lot of their power plays here. I was not expecting that to happen so early. I didn't realise it could happen so early. Then I think those players didn't either. I predict once those truces run down, someone will annex Brandenburg in vengeance. Oh, Brandenburg's dead. Like, Brandenburg's just pissed off all of his neighbours in, like, a really big way. So, they're not going to survive. I don't think anyone's going to want to ally with Brandenburg either, seeing how he treats his allies. Ah, we have a Netherlands appearing. Or Holland, sorry. They're not the Netherlands, they're Holland. Done. Just seeing what they're saying on Discord. The Ottomans just got a huge buff with the loss of the HRE. And France. Yeah, they did. Germany has basically become free real estate. And the smaller German states are probably absolutely bricking it right now. I'm not familiar with the gameplay. How about recreating the HRE? You can't. Once it's dead, it's dead. I'm happy with this. I mean, you don't usually see this kind of chaos so early in multiplayer. No, you definitely don't. man, it's going to be horrible creating new goals for a 2-province minor German state. That was really hard already. And now they've just lost like 3 of their goals. Well, the religious ones I can recreate. I can just say that they need to be the most numerous religion. That one's easy. I'm going to write that down, actually. That's a very good point. So, league to most numerous religion. I was really looking forward to seeing an enormous league war. Ah, disappointing. I mean, it's a great power play. If I wasn't the one commentating on this and having to come up with these goals, I'd be like, that was actually really, really smooth. Like, credit to that guy. That was some very, very creative play. It's going to doom your country, but that's very creative. But damn it, I have to create new goals now. That guy may be dead soon, but he got to play the game for sure. I mean, yeah, it was impressive. Have Austria's goal to take Berlin. I'm a little bit reluctant to make it so overt what their objective is. I mean, it's definitely going to be to have some kind of dominance over Germany. I just need to think about how. Yeah, I don't want to do revenge. Revenge is a player motivation. It's not a goal. The players can do that for themselves. I mean, that's half the fun. Like, they have the goals, but then they also have their own their own motivations for certain actions. And like Brandenburg just pissing off all of his allies means he's going to be diplomatically isolated, and it's going to happen. Pretty sure that's already their personal goal. Yeah, precisely. Doesn't need to be an official one. I've seen the HRE dismantled in 4 years before, so I'm not completely surprised by this. However, I certainly didn't expect it. Me either. I mean, people did warn me it might happen early, and I took it for granted. And now I can see, okay, it's actually possible. Austria's goal get agency on multiple thrones. That's going to be impossible for them to do because people just refuse to marry them. Will I be doing another CK2 run in the future? Possibly. Iron Sentry didn't interest me very much, so we'll see. Anyway, let's go and talk about some of the other goals. I mean, I can't really talk about the HRE nations anymore because those have just changed. But we were talking about Burgundy. They also need to become the production leader in cloth, so a lot of the Low Countries is known for their cloth production. So just like Bohemia needs to become the production leader for glass, Burgundy wants to become the production leader for cloth, and then also get a HRE reform, which is now no longer the case. Castile, in direct competition to Burgundy, must become the overlord of all provinces in the Netherlands area. So historically, the Netherlands declared independence from Spain. Spain actually owned the entirety of the Low Countries. So in this, they're trying to recreate that. They're trying to gain ownership over the Low Countries. And because we have a player Burgundy, the Burgundian succession, I think, cannot fire, which means they have to do that through conquest or through diplomacy if they can pull that one off. But seeing as we have a Burgundian player and a Holland player, that's going to be rather more difficult. They have to have 3 colonial nations with at least 20 provinces in each. So Castile wants to have 3 large colonial nations, and colonial nations, of course, can only be in the Americas or in Australia. Castile wants to own 12 gold mines, which is a real incentive to go after Mexico. However, everyone knows that they're going to want to go after Mexico, so we shall see if anyone actually lets them take that territory and if that remains uncontested. Another piece just broke out. Papal States. I don't think the Papal States lost anything. I think that may well have been a white piece between these two. Once Venice joined, I think the Pope was like, okay, enough. Because they did bring in Genoa, and Genoa has many reasons to be rivals with Venice. but I think that this was just getting too big. The Pope was obviously going for like a quick poach of the Florentine territories, while Florence was busy helping out France, and France was tied up fighting their own wars. And France has actually done a really good job clearing up the northern territories, because remember, most of this was actually occupied by Burgundy, and isn't anymore. Where are the French armies? I still have some. Where are they? Oh, they're here in the south. I guess France happened. So, France did take the suggestion that I was making, which is take out the Pope, and then you basically don't need to worry about this, and that frees up Venice and Florence to help you out fully. The Pope being basically on their own with Genoa would have made them rather easy to defeat. Has anyone declared war on Brandenburg yet? No. But I suspect that Brandenburg is friendless. Except for Poland. Oh no, Bohemia and Trier stuck by them. Cologne didn't. Unsurprisingly. Saxony didn't, unsurprisingly. Hamburg didn't, unsurprisingly. Although Hamburg's not an elector. Who are the others? The Palatinate didn't. Mainz didn't. So yeah, a lot of their allies have been either dismissed, in the case probably of the Palatinate and Mainz, or just abandoned him, like Saxony. Peace deals being thrown around here. I think that they're trying to negotiate a peace deal at the moment. Burgundy wants to peace out with England for war reparations. I think that Burgundy is kind of deciding that the French have turned this in their favour sufficiently. The Mamluks, Aragon, Navarre are still all just sitting on this province, taking 5% attrition a month, which is not a great idea. Like, the Mamluks do not need to stand here. They can stand back here and then reinforce. They're just taking attrition for no real reason. In terms of... wow. A lot of people have died. More than 250,000 people have died in combat in this war. France has actually done an amazing job on keeping attrition down. These guys, not so much. Castile's got a lot, Aragon's got a lot, Mamelukes have got a lot. I don't think the Mamelukes have even fought a battle. All of the Mamelukes' territory is, all of the Mamelukes' damage is because they have been taking attrition standing here. Well, I just got back what happened to the HRE. It was disbanded. Already. I could give Austria and Hungary goals relating to the historical Austro-Hungarian Empire. The problem is both Austria and Hungary are players. So I don't want to... I want to encourage competition between nations. I don't want to encourage them to wipe each other out. If they wipe each other out, then that's basically on them. But I want competition. I don't want them destroyed. Which is why, for example, Brandenburg did not have the goal form Germany. Because that would require wiping out Cologne, Hamburg, Trier, Saxony. Yeah, too many player deaths. YW Campfire. Oh, Iberian Wedding. Campfire of Aragon is a player. I keep saying this. I think Castile is waiting until they inherit Aragon, and everyone else is saying, not going to happen. Alright, so who's still fighting at the moment? So we've got Calico in France fighting the Burgundians. Aragon, same war, same war, same war, same war, same war, same war. Same, 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 and same. Okay, so those are all fairly standard. Fizz Biscuits at the moment in Poland, going after, I think, the Teutonic Order?
Yeah, the Prussian Danzig event fired. Mordred Viking disconnected. We're waiting for him to come back because if we don't, his AI could peace out. So.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Totally understandable. So how are the Ottomans doing?
I'm having fun. I'm doing wars by myself.
I did see that you joined the Franco everything war.
Oh, yeah. Well, their alliance was the anti-French and Ottoman alliance, so they sort of forced me to join.
Yeah. Well, you're having... Sorry, go on.
I was like, their goal was to finish France first and then attack me. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm joining the French.
And then pushing down into the Mamelukes, because most of the Mameluke forces are... I can't actually say, because that would be privileged information.
Oh, they're in France. Remember, I remember I'm allied to them, so I can
that's
see
true, yeah,
them.
you can see them. Yeah, they're in France.
Which was, I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah. Interesting situation with the HRE. I'm going to have to rethink a whole bunch of these goals now, I think.
Yeah, since HRE is dead in 4 years, 5 years, what was it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so looking forward to the Protestant League War. Damn it.
Yeah, because that actually gets rid of one of my goals, so...
Yeah, I'm going to have to replace all of those, because some players now just can't win. They had 3 Empire-related objectives.
Yeah, I would give Brandenburg credit. He waited to the right time to do it.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's a system which I didn't realise, that being allied to someone counts as an occupation. Does it actually say that in the tooltip?
Yeah, anybody you're not... They either have to be allied, a vassal, or sieged out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Could still create goals around Protestantism. Yeah, so what I'll probably do is, instead of being on one side or the other of the League War, it's to have your faith be the most numerous in terms of provinces converted. That's probably what I'll replace it with. Talking to chat.
Sweet. That means I win. Muslims farther than anything else.
And that'll be for the Protestants and the Reformed. It's basically to usurp Catholics in terms of numbers. I don't know what I'm going to do for yours. In fact, you're not related to the HRE, are you?
No, the only thing I had was the Treaty of Westphalia.
Right.
But since that can't fire...
Yeah, I'll need to come up with something else. Or it might just be, like, keep Islam in number 1. Because I think you are at the moment.
Yeah, I'm sure Islam is.
It's either Catholicism or Islam. And it's going to be close.
Because Islam gets a lot of provinces in India, Africa, like all the Middle East is.
Yeah, that's true. But the Catholics will probably spike as soon as colonialism becomes a thing.
That is true.
Which is why some of the Protestant stuff will be harder, because they'll be... Well, actually, as long as they own the colonial nation, they can force them to convert, can't they?
I think that... I've never bothered with religion in colonies. It doesn't make much of a difference. So.
It does. It makes them slightly less loyal if they're a different religion to you. It's like a -10 or something. It's not huge. Vassals, however, is a big deal.
Alright, so Bacon's got his game. As soon as he's ready, so we'll start it again.
Cool. Oh yeah, Bacon being in the game is kind of important for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, he needed to send a peace deal, and we didn't want the AI to accept it if he didn't want to.
Yep, fair. Alright, I'll let you get back to fighting your war.
Alright, have fun.
You too. So... I hadn't even realised that the Ottomans were down here, I must admit. I mean, I expected it. As soon as the Ottomans joined that war, I was like, okay, who are they actually going to go up against? Austria, Poland, and probably the Mamelukes. And this really is a good opportunity for the Ottomans and the Mamelukes to crack heads, because they do have a lot of conflicting goals as well. What were we talking about? Castile. Castile needs to own their 12 gold mines, become emperor, that's not going to happen, and own and convert to Christianity 5 areas in the Maghreb region. So this whole area is Maghreb. They need to own and convert 5 of those to Christianity. And then Cologne has a bunch of goals, but most of those were HRE related. Actually, only 2 of them. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. So Cologne needs to form a new Germanic tag or have 300 development. So if we go and click on Cologne real quick, and then we go and take a look at their decisions, they can form Westphalia. So if they successfully formed Westphalia, that would count. Or they need to hit 300 development. So I did try to remove most of the form tag achievements, with the exception of the Germanics, because it's either this or this as a choice. Their second goal is Jerusalem must become Catholic, so the Cologne has been given real incentives to try and crusade. So Al-Quds over here needs to become Catholic. Ensure a treaty of Westphalia or Catholic victory in the Religious League War. Well, that's clearly not going to be a thing anymore. Ensure at least 20 princes or 30 princes remain in the HRE. Oh, that's a goal they've lost. So the Germanic miners, on account of their being so small, had a goal which was already achieved at the start of the game. And for them, they are basically trying to struggle against the big boys. The big boys are trying to go for a unified Germany, and the little guys are going, we don't want a unified Germany. They wanted to keep at least 20 princes in the HRE. I think it starts with... Sorry, 30 princes in the HRE. It starts with like 57 or something, so there is definitely space to grow and move and stuff like that, but they do want to keep as many princes in the HRE as possible, either through expanding the HRE and bringing new princes in, or by keeping the big guys from growing too big and gobbling up too many of the small ones.